This is Weston Martinez, and we're going to be reporting a live interview with disturbing news out of Harris County related to voting and voter registration. Tune in next. Hi, this is Weston Martinez coming to you from Travis County, here with Mr. Leland Freeman and Mr. Andy Hogue, two friends that have a very interesting story. Mr. Freeman and his family have been fighting for years to get his father off of the voting rolls in Harris County. And Mr. Freeman's father has passed, Mr. Freeman Sr. has passed away 11 years ago, and they have routinely received applications for ballots by mail from the Harris County office. And so, Leland, when we talked to you earlier, it was really talking about how you and your family have worked hard to get this resolved. How many times have you reached out to Harris County to get your father's name properly removed from the ballot?
My mother and I have reached out countless times over the past 11 years to get his name removed from the voter rolls in Harris County.
And what has some of their response been when you've talked to them?
They said they would take care of it and nothing would happen. He would keep getting voter registration cards, and most recently he's received a voter registration by mail card.
So what's disturbing about that, ladies and gentlemen, is that you have people that can request a ballot by mail, no matter who you are and no matter where you are. You can request it for somebody, which is legal, and that's a part of our system. But when someone is deceased, the Harris County Clerk's Office, in this case the election department, they would say that they statutorily are not required to purge their database. So that is one of the things that I think, I don't know if you're aware of that, but how does that make you feel to know that they're not statutorily required to purge their database?
I'm appalled. I'm absolutely appalled that not purging the database. How do you verify the voter rolls are legitimate?
Exactly. And also joining us today, we have Mr. Andy Hogue, who again is a friend of Mr. Freeman's and a conservative writer here in the Central Texas area. You can check out their publication called The Hayride. You wrote a very informative article about this situation. The government at all levels, state and federal and local, should have an obligation to its citizenry, just like they shouldn't overtax us, right? Yeah. They also shouldn't let us overvote. And in this situation, we have a problem that is created, again, by one body that says statutorily they're not required to, go and pull the database. Since then, the Texas Attorney General, Ken Paxton, whose office we're going to be reaching out to, the Attorney General's office reached out to Harris County, and letter that then turned into interaction with the Texas State Supreme Court. And for the viewers out there, the Texas Supreme Court has actually issued a ruling, and since Mr. Freeman, your family's been enduring this for the 11 years, please tell the audience what the ruling was from the Supreme Court of Texas.
The ruling was from the Supreme Court of Texas was that Harris County was not allowed to issue unsolicited mail-in ballot applications. And after that ruling was handed down, and after the article was published in the Hayride, my father received yet another unsolicited application to vote by mail from Harris County. So within the same month, before and after the injunction was handed down, he received two applications to vote by mail from Harris County.
And who do you suspect requested those applications?
Honestly, who knows? I mean, the fact is that we've been trying to have them removed from the voter rolls. It kind of falls in line with the stories you hear on the news of dead people voting, usually voting for the Democrat Party. I hate to say it like that, but it just seems very, very partisan that they seem very interested in keeping him on the voter rolls.
And the other thing that's interesting is that Harris County had, as was brought up before, Harris County had a lot of voter fraud in the last election as it related to Acorn. And we know that there were houses that had tons of people registered to vote, and there was not even anybody occupying those houses.
Again, what Leland saw was the very beginning of a very complicated scheme that's been going on for a very long time to identify the recently deceased and maybe hope that some of these voter applications go through and, yes, actually get to vote and never get caught. I think the answer is always, let's make voting a lot more simple, let's make it a lot more accountable, and yeah, let's get the government we deserve no matter who wins. But right now it's so complicated, again, very difficult to prosecute.
We're going to be reaching out to the Attorney General and to the Supreme Court of Texas to find out if Harris County and the clerk's office and the election administrator over there, if they are in fact in violation of court orders with the state of Texas, since these mail ballots have been sent out after the ruling was issued. So look for a follow-up report on this from Weston Martinez, and also I would anticipate also from the Hayride and Andy Hogue. Thank you, Mr. Freeman, for your time, and our condolences to your family. We're sorry you've had to endure this. This is not the America that we should be living in.
Thank you so much, Weston.
Thank you. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, we have disturbing news in this report when we see that this family has gone through years of trying to get their father's name removed from the voter rolls from Harris County, and Harris County feels they have no statutory obligation to remove that information. And we know that the Supreme Court, in conjunction with the Texas Attorney General, a ruling has been issued saying they can no longer send out these forms of unsolicited absentee ballot mail requests. We'll have an update story related to response from the Texas Supreme Court, the Attorney General's office, and also Harris County. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Weston Martinez, signing off.